or it's a dog fight, and then you know what I'm saying. Help y'all know what
wait a minute. You just said what? Whenever I put somebody in front of y'all handle them what now?
Easily.
Wait, where did you struggle? Wait a minute. You struggled yesterday with Alabama. Y'all pulled that out. I'm not gonna say it was easy, and then we gonna have to get back to. Don't forget Kansas gave y'all.
What I'm saying, okay. So what I mean by that, and this no slight to the teams that you put in front of, because everybody nice. What I'm saying is we beat ourselves up where we can be handling people easily.
Wow.
Fatty gets crazy, fouls, don't get them. Kind of got to reel him back in.
Yeah, come
on.
We
get stagnant. If we get stagnant, it's like, damn, we need to move the rock.
Right.
That's regular. That's us beating us. Nobody's doing nothing spectacular.
Right.
Nobody's going crazy. Yesterday, in the game, my one boy that had the light-skinned boy, my man came down, hit 3 straight threes. But the progression of threes that he hit, it started to see like, all right, now niggas need to get in your pocket. Right. Once niggas got in that pocket,
ball game.
It's a difference, man. It's a difference, man. Like niggas get out there, you don't gotta do all of that. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be lumps, bumps, bruises, a lot of talking. It's gonna get crazy.
The refs aren't gonna make the right calls all the time.
We need to. Hey, y'all be on bullshit. Not gonna hold you. Y'all be on bullshit. But if niggas stop talking, maybe we will. And I ain't saying stop talking to each other, because I ain't never gonna stop talking to you niggas. But we stop talking to the refs, maybe we can get a little bit more hooping in.
And maybe you will get a call here and there. It's the way that you respect the ref. And that's what I was telling some of the guys. And, since we're going to touch on this, I feel like y'all just overcame everything. Yeah, the refs, some of the calls was questionable. Yeah, some of the, turnovers you guys made throughout the game, that was tough. But when it came down to clutch and the lights were shining the brightest, like I said, Jay Reese, that was a big-time performance. He had like 25 points in a big-time game like that.
Yep.
In Alabama, I tell you what, they got a nice, strong squad. They just need to me, they're missing, like, I don't know what it is. They're missing, I think they're missing, like, a guy like you, a vocal leader. Somebody that, hey, turn it up. Yeah. Look, I mean, F the refs, excuse my language. F the refs, just turn it up and let's play.
Right.
That's what Alabama was missing yesterday, and I think that would have probably put them over the hump.
Yeah, in that game, with being a tough matchup between having to deal with my man Howie and Tato, and then Parker on the drive and the pull up, and you got Fast Eddie on the defense locking up.
Played big.
Then you got him even going, because he had a controversial call going down to the end on his floater. Yeah. His floater was a controversial call, but I believe that it was a point in the game. Even when Parker came through and he got stepped through, sometimes it was like, oh, that's a bang bang play. Yeah. But then you gotta look at the time, and the game is cool, but niggas still got their rebuttal on the back end. The games be tough. That's what I like. I like the games to be tough. We already playing in a small gym. So with us playing in a small gym, you gotta kind of be ready for these wars, because to me, everybody competitive. Exactly. That's what I like,
and that's what I love. And when it comes down to it, to me, your big time players is going to decide the game.
Okay.
Either you're going to step up and make the big time play, or you're going to get caught up in what's going on around you. And that's one thing that I love about Jay Reese and a couple like Martell, Fatty U, a combination of Denarius. And I'm going to send a shout out to the light-skinned brother Tig on y'all team.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of teams, you're overlooking this guy. This guy leads the league in steals. This guy is up there in assists. He's up there in the mix of everything. Please pay attention to Tiggs. He's killing y'all. Offensive rebounds, defensive. Yeah, pay attention to him, because he's killing y'all. I'm telling you, they getting there. Fatty and them is getting theirs. But you got to pay attention to detail to him and Denarius. And know who else you better pay attention to? Kansas. Because I tell you what, Kansas was so impressive with the way they beat up on Villanova. I was shocked.
Yeah,
and once again, Mark Jr., my dad. Man, it was the call only what I can see.
But my thing is, for Villanova, they came out flat. when they came out flat, it was over. I believe Mark Jr. should have came out on the same type of time that he always does, to be the impactful player, to be the shit talker, to be the Draymond Green, to be the guy to be like, nah, fuck that. This is what we doing. I'm here. If he stayed that way, you can't be like that on the sideline, then get in the game and then not be the same. No, let them be that. You a scrappy player. You can shoot the three. You aggressive. You can play defense. You up there. You got to be up there in steals. You have to be. You mold your team, and then you got a nice little point guard. You got a nice 6'3", 6'4" slasher. 2 of them, like going in and out. So I mean, I don't know why they came out flat against Kansas, but
they. Not to cut you off, man. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Exactly. I was like, oh, you need a timeout, Kansas. And next thing you know, Kansas hit them with a 25-2 run, and it was 25-9 before I even looked up. I couldn't believe it.
What was the guys? I can't think of his name, and I don't want to disrespect him. I know he's number 7 that game. Flowy hair. He was hitting every 3-pointer, making every right-hand layup.
You talking about X-Man.
I think he had the headband on.
Owen Will. But X Factor, he had 21 points. I'm glad you mentioned that, Mac, because if y'all don't pay attention to the X Factor, you're going down when you're dealing with Kansas. They pass the ball better than any team, including you guys, including Norfolk. They pass the ball better than any team that I've seen. Great ball movement usually leads to success. Mm-hmm. That's why in the end, it's 4 teams that I look and I say to myself, these teams have the potential of cutting down the net. You already know Norfolk.
We there.
Number 1.
We there.
Kansas. I'm going to put them number 2. Mm-hmm. Number 3, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, people don't like this, but Georgetown, man, I'm telling you, they're impressive, man.
Georgetown? I thought you was going. Who's your 4th?
And Alabama. Without a doubt, Alabama. Okay. You know, you lost. They lost a tough game to y'all, but I gotta drop.
I was gonna say. I thought. I just wanted to see how you rounded out your 4th, because I was gonna say you was gonna say Alabama. I was like Alabama, but Georgetown. You know what? I got faith in Villanova. I like the way Villanova play.
But they can't win the primetime matchup.
Time out. You want to know why I like it? And it's not because of any of the people that I mentioned before. Mark, the 2 X Factor slashers. It's of the small point guard with the dreads.
Oh, Trey. Trey, I got to send a shout. Maj or Trey?
No. Maj, I like Maj.
You talking about Trey Alexander?
If they would let Maj control more of the game and get them involved in everything, and let Maj just be the guard. He doesn't want to score like that. He thinks the game. He knows how to do. That's what he's doing. Mm-hmm. So then, if you do that and then have motherfucking the 2 slasher,
the bearded one,
Mark,
Scotty Palmer,
having Mark. Cutting and going through, and then having the backup. He's I don't know if he starts
Trey
with the dreads.
Trey, I love him. He scored 15 points, a spark off the bench. He goes overlooked every week. Every week he goes crazy.
He had in that game. I seen him. I looked at him and told him, "Hey, dog, you killing," because it was things that he was doing.
Something when you tell him,
man, I'm telling you, because it was things that he was doing that's like, oh, I see you out here trying to hoop. Right. Everybody else is flat. Right after the dude with the beard got the N1 dunk.
Yeah.
After that moment, he took off. A behind the back, hit a tray ball, got a steal, got to the line, came down, got another steal, outlet. He was hooping.
And it goes overlooked and that's the problem a lot of teams have. Because unlike you guys, you know when, and I'm not, kissing Norfolk's, telling them, I'm just keeping it 100. Unlike you guys, you lose by 4 points. You have to know what guys you got to have on the floor at crucial situations. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. This is at the end of the day, when you're looking at your team, regardless, and I think in this league, it's making everybody have to get back to that, because it's a matchup every time. If you step out on the floor and you leave Taj open, good night. If you step on and leave, I call him on Kansas. I call him Face Thompson. That's what I call him, Face Thompson.
He's a candidate for the league MVP. Better watch him.
That motherfucker right there. He has a burner.
Come on, man.
If any given night somebody could bust your ass, pause, like any given night, but the league now is making motherfuckers look at their teams now and say, hey, I got Face Thompson right here. Mm-hmm. Why am I trying to make him dribble? No, set some screens, get him open, kapaya.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's what Kansas do good.
And this is the reason why you looking at teams, and I'm lightweight giving away sauce. You know what I'm saying? But this is how you looking at teams, but it's making people say like, hey, look, you got a hoop now. You in this small gym, right, with refs that are not going to call every call.
Gonna miss a lot of calls. And it's a hostile crowd.
Hostile, because it's going to be shit talking, especially if you play Norfolk. You know it. But on top of that, now you got to move a little different. The space is a little different. Because honestly, not to even get back to that, but on Taj's team, I'm waiting on Jay Page to take off.
Oh, man. And he goes through spurts in the game where Jay looked like he could be a candidate for the MVP, and then I looked like, where was Jay? Was he even here today?
This nigga did a pass.
Driving me crazy.
He did a pass yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was nasty.
I'm looking at him like, why don't you just hoop?
Come on,
like
man.
He would be MVP-ish.
Exactly.
If especially like
if he can be consistent.
Him and Taj in that tandem.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and that's. You know what bothers me? Because I look at the talent that they have with them adding pieces like Ladarius, because he's not always there. And then they add a piece like the Fisher boy. I tell you, that Fisher boy, he's definitely, when I say MVP candidate, you up there definitely 1, 2, select. But when that team, I look at that team as a whole and I say, wow. To me, what's missing is the foul problems that Mondo might get in, and then he let the refs take him.
Oh, it's over. Once it's over.
And he's a big factor for them. They need Mondo. I think if they are going to cut down the nets, you need your big man.
Because at the end of the day, every team has matches big man up for big man per se. Because even you got Ra, you got our big dude, you got it's lightweight moving. So with the league going the way it is at any given night, anybody could be these spots could move.
You already know they can move.
These spots, OSU in North Carolina, in Duke. I'm sorry.
What you saying about them? Because they only way they move is from, like you see, 8 through 10. I was shocked with the performance that Ohio State. Once again, Ohio State. You jumped out. Everybody was talking about it, but now they just slow. I got them ranked number 10 this week. You know, me and Coach talk. North Carolina upset them. I mean, what's going on with O State?
But yeah, it's the talent factor on O State has everybody like, you look good on paper.
Yeah.
But you and North Carolina aren't too far apart. You're almost like the Western Conference.
Come on.
You almost like the Western Conference.
They driving me crazy because I look at O State and they 1 minute you looking at them, they're up 9 points. Next thing you know, they're down 6 and the game's over.
Because after when they go up 9, they playing good basketball, moving the ball, playing defense. When they down 6, they done took 75 dumbass shots. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody Curry. Niggas trying to go through their legs and fuck it up, and then next thing you know, you get beat by North Carolina.
Come on, man. And that's exactly what took place this week. We had some fantastic games. Like, me and Coach Moore, you know, we out there doing the best we can refereeing. And sometimes I'm going to keep it 100. They be playing so good, Mac, I get caught up in the game. No, I done missed Fatty got hit, or T.Y. or, Juice, or one of the guys, might have got fouled. But it's because it's such a great game. And I'm telling you, man, we are trying to make the best calls and all the calls, but it's tough on us. And trust me, we're going to get better. But as we get better, we expect some of these guys to step up too, because I've seen, especially this week, it was some guys that was missing this week that usually, they show up big. PJ, them freshmen from Kentucky. Oh, y'all was terrible. Juice Man, Newell, and PJ, y'all was terrible this week. Y'all led to Kentucky getting blew out. And on the flip side of that, for Georgetown, Ladarius, Fisher, and Taj was big time with Dejor doing his complimentary things, sneaky, Jay Page doing his complimentary things. So
that's why I. They Georgetown.
I think they got a shot. You know,
no. What I'm saying is,
attention. They 7-2 now.
I know.
They getting overlooked too.
And we overlooking Murray State.
Murray, they didn't even show up this week. I think Michael Lately got a hamstring problem. I don't know what's going on.
I ain't gonna hold you.
They physical.
When I look at them, they was a tough out, but it was because
they physical.
Yeah, and because you got Greg, who's gonna be grind out, gonna get his buckets down low, gonna rebound, gonna assist. You know what I'm saying? Big Kev going to the defense. Michael. You got to worry about that. You got to worry about Bryce. You got to worry about it's
D. Williams though. That is my guy. D. Williams. If y'all don't pay attention, he's another one. He's my Tigger. If you don't pay attention to him, he's an All-American. He's gonna kill you.
Baby Paul Pierce.
I love his game. Please pay attention to him.
Could drive, could handle the ball, and if that motherfucker get clicking, he'll shoot your face off too.
Come on, man. Most dangerous player on Murray State. D. Williams, pay attention to him.
He'll shoot your face off too.
He's dangerous now. He's an All-American.
He always been like that.
With that being said, we're getting into the playoffs in 2 weeks, and some of the things that I'm looking for is we're gonna have going into this next week. We're gonna have matchups. Just for seeding purposes, you know, me and Coach Moore, we discussed a few things, and I said, with us going into playoffs, let's make sure we have the seeds right. We already know that you guys are going in as a heavy favorite, number one. You know, they expect y'all to cut down, and you saying,
No, we already in our group chat, we already had this conversation.
For real?
Yeah, we already know what's up.
But I'm telling you, Matt, I believe Alabama, and I believe Georgetown is going to give you guys a lot of problems.
Out of Kansas, Georgetown, and Alabama, where would you put them? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's so tough, and that's a good question. But if I had to go after y'all, because I'm once again. After y'all, I see right behind y'all is Kansas. Y'all beat them twice on buzzer beater, and they, down the stretch, they just fell apart. But I think it's Kansas.
Wait, hold on.
Alabama and Georgetown is kind of neck to neck, but I think Kansas is going to be the one that's going to give y'all the most problems. I really do.
Okay.
Potential championship matchup.
Okay.
Kansas and Norfolk.
So I think that Alabama jumps both of them.
Alabama? Why would you say that? Because I'm seeing out of Alabama down the stretch, they making key turnovers that Kansas will not make down the stretch, and you know that.
But what I also see down the stretch is Alabama is a way more physical team than Georgetown.
I agree with that.
Kansas.
Hands down.
So,
absolutely.
If I get into a grinded out game, because when Alabama plays Kansas this time around, that guard shit, that's over with.
Yeah.
None of that, all that thinking you about to go to the cup.
Right.
And this tougher. Parker is a tough out.
Yeah.
Eddie is a tough out.
Okay, so I'm not really hip to the boys from the Alabama boys.
And I'm only, and this is me looking at two teams play and a team that I know how they play. If it gets physical to the point where it's a tough out.
Yeah.
I'm hot take. We got them. Alabama jumps Georgetown and Kansas in the playoffs. Separate seeding. Just looking at top 4 here. Jumps there to be a number 2 seed.
Wow. Ooh, now that's saying a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna go.
I'm just shaking shit up.
I don't know.
I want to shake shit up.
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far.
Because Villanova better than Georgetown.
What?
Telling you.
Are you? So you see?
I see something.
Man, what I've seen with the Fisher boy and Ladarius, it ain't too many teams, including Norfolk, that I think if I'm gonna go out on a limb and Taj, don't embarrass me because I'm expecting a lot out of you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this: if Georgetown has Ladarius and they got Mr. Fisher, it's ball game. I'm looking at them as a potential matchup in the championship as well. I'm looking at Kansas, Georgetown. Whoever win that will play Norfolk for the championship, for all the marbles to cut the net down. Believe what I tell you now. Y'all better not sleep on Georgetown. I'm
not sleeping. No. I'm not sleeping.
Driving me crazy.
You know what?
He took his uniform.
Emotional damage. My man, too emotional, man. Listen, it's okay to get mad at the man. It's okay.
I'ma let you know
that
the love we once had now is through.
Come on.
It's true, dude.
Come on, man. Listen. The refs are going. The refs make coaches mad. They make fans mad. They make us at home mad. They make the players mad. They probably make their girls mad.
Even mad.
Everybody's mad, bro. Listen, if we shut the fuck up and we comment to the refs, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna talk to the ref. But as I go talk to, I'm not gonna complain about every foul. We gotta do. We as players gotta do better. But we gonna hold Randy to the hot seat, man.
Oh my God! No, wait a minute. We ain't.
We gotta hold him to the hot seat. We need you to call calls. Call them. And this
Coach Moore, you doing a great job.
Listen, you do call calls, but I don't want everybody ganging up on you. They saying that in the first half, it's a battle. It's decent. But in the second half, it's bad. So that means when baskets get switched.
So when things get clutch, come on, Coach. They saying in the clutch, you just let it all go. You don't care. They said you put your whistle in the bathroom. But at the end of the day, to me, you doing a great job because at the end of the day,
of course you're gonna say that. Of course, that's what you're supposed to do.
Is you serious, man?
You're supposed to say
You think
that.
I'm just up here saying that?
Man, you're supposed to say that.
Man, come on.
You're supposed to say that.
I'm being 100 with y'all. Look at me. I look like I'm a man of integrity. Look at me.
Man.
Smack. Who is this nigga?
Hey, man. This guy is crazy. Listen, in this league, right? I live all the way in Lorraine. Really not that far before, right? Mm-hmm. I look forward to coming up here every Sunday to come up here and get some rec in, bro. With the calls being the way the calls are, yeah, they could be a little bit better, but yeah, we could play a little bit better. We always hoopers. Everybody can play. The shit gonna be competitive. We gonna talk shit, right?
Come on, man.
We gonna talk shit. But at the end of the day, you still have to look in the mirror and realize that none of y'all out there is fucking with Norfolk State. If y'all came here and thought I was on some little shit, man. Fuck that. Norfolk State, we them niggas.
You better show them what time it is. Hey, Georgetown and Kansas.
Listen, I love everybody in the league. I want OSU and North Carolina to step it up. Duke too. Step it up.
Kentucky, y'all the biggest disappointment. The freshmen, y'all acting just like freshmen. 1 week y'all bring it, the next week y'all went out to the chill ballot and you just ain't the same, man. Come on, man.
And they nice too.
The biggest disappointment is to me is Kentucky, man.
My man's is nice. My man's is nice. I like him and my man who play like because we talking about the young boys, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
My man's that play like
You talking about Juice or you talking about Newell?
I like my man's with the dreads.
That's Newell.
Boom. I love him.
That's the freshman.
His game is nice to me.
PJ off and on.
Just a little bit stronger, get a little bit, you know what I mean? He a little bit smooth. The one dude, light skinned buddy, he played like
You talking about the Juice man. Oh, Malachi.
Light skinned dude. He played like Jeremy Lamb. He played like Jeremy Lamb. You know what Jeremy Lamb is?
Yeah, I know who Jeremy
UConn
Lamb
prospect.
Yeah.
Nasty.
But you right. He played just like he playing in the pros. He ain't playing like he played at UConn. Because Malachi, you do or die too. I don't know if you dying or you gonna do it.
Don't do him like
you
that.
driving me crazy.
Don't do him like.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it out there like this. Go on and put a trade in Malachi for Buddha from Duke. And you got a whole new team.
Oh my God!
Put Buddha at the point guard for Duke. And watch what you got.
I ain't gonna let you do that. Yeah, he be hooping.
Man, you could be do or die, man.
Bro, think about it. Think about this. Right? I do agree with impact of the game. Like me yesterday, I didn't score at all yesterday.
Right.
But I had a bunch of rebounds and shit. But at the end of the day, like.
The vocal part.
It's different how you gotta impact the game, and I think everybody comes into the games thinking that they gotta put up numbers. Bro, listen, it's only one basketball. It's one basketball, so you gotta look and see what your role is on the team to be like, hey, this is what I'm about to go do. This is what I'm on. This is how I gotta be, and I'm only talking because listen, every time I step on the court. And this is me for real. I'm not going to be on the bullshit. When I step on the court, whoever I play against, whoever I go up against, I'm doing them a disservice if I play like a sucker.
Come on now. 100%.
If I go up against, no matter who it is, if I go up against, you know what I'm saying, my brother, or if I go up against, them was my boys I played yesterday.
Right.
They around the corner. Yeah. Them my peoples. If I go up against them.
So it's cool to say they might have let you win.
Nah.
Because that's what it looked like. They might have let you win. But go ahead, because that's what it seemed. I didn't know y'all was that cool.
Yeah, no.
They might have let them win in the end.
I elbowed my nigga.
I ain't seen nothing.
Look at my nigga's story. Well, I'll show you. But anyway.
My boy Howie was a little bleeding. I was a little disappointed because I didn't see what was, me.
No, it was me.
I'm gonna look for that a little more because we ain't doing that no more. Norfolk, they getting away with a lot of junk, so I'm gonna be on it.
It was me. But what I can say, like I said, is I'm doing a disservice if I step out there and then I'm playing like, you know what I'm saying, shit, or I ain't giving my mans the best matchup, you know what I'm saying, that I can. So that's what I'm on, and I want everybody to be on that shit. I want everybody to bring that type of time. Show up Sunday and play basketball and leave all the other shit at the crib. You feel me? Even though some of that shit be invoked, and yeah, it was me. Because I had to check the temperature to see what type of time niggas be on. And now I see niggas be stealing and shit like, we ain't on that. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like, nah, I'm cool. But we gonna hoop and I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna talk my cheese. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk my cheese. But at the end of the day, leave the refs alone, man.
Leave us alone, man.
And then at the end of the day,
leave us alone.
If we don't say nothing to them and they fuck up, then we know who the problem is. We gotta smoke them out.
What? and really quick, man. I'm gonna get to this because I have to. Real quick, we're gonna do the rankings real quick.
Okay.
Like you spoke out. Number one, of course, and I can't keep expressing them. Number one, Norfolk, is because they know in the end what to do. They get the ball in the playmaker's hand. As soon as you think that they ain't got another one, that's when that boy Tig, the light-skinned brother, he ain't nothing nice. That's when he creeps in and does his quick little 4 or 5 points. Daenerys might hit a jumper. Mac might get a big rebound. They well-rounded as a group. Mm-hmm. That's why Norfolk is number one, and they are my potential favorites to cut down the net. But number two is Kansas. Just the ball movement alone impresses me. So I got number two, Kansas. Hey, to me, the only thing that you guys are missing, what to do down the stretch. Who do I get a ball to down the stretch? Norfolk know who to get a ball to. Find out who to get a damn ball to down the stretch. Guess who it is? It's Mr. Hansen. I got to get Brent Hansen in the game. Let's go down the stretch against Norfolk.
Face Thompson.
Come on, man. Face Thompson, man. And then Georgetown is my number 3 team, Mac. And you disagreed with me a little bit because you said that Alabama should be jumping them two, but I got Alabama 4, Georgetown number 3.
As I'm looking and as I'm building players and I'm getting acclimated with everybody, my hot take, you know what I'm saying, was to bring spice to this and let you know that Alabama is coming. So Kansas and Georgetown, you better watch out. Better watch out.
Man, Kansas ain't ducking no smoke.
No, Kansas definitely ain't ducking no smoke.
And number 5, we got they didn't even show up this week, but Murray State, they're so physical. And like I say, when I look at Greg Garrett, the things that he brings to the table, Michael Lately, things he brings to the table, he's hurt now. And like I say, the All-American D. Williams, to me, that's another team you better watch out for them because they're physical, but they're missing something. I just can't, figure out what they're missing, but I think they're a player away from actually cutting down the net. And then Villanova, they just self-destruct so much to themselves. That's another team. They don't know who to get the ball to in there.
I think that's their problem. I think that's Villanova's biggest problem. I would bet Villanova would be
potential. They can lose in the first round, or they can make it to the championship game.
Because it's like you said, they self-destruct. It's them that causes their own demise.
Come on, man.
They'll come out and be hot and be smooth and be good and be clicking on all cylinders.
Like a championship
and then next thing you know, it just goes downhill from there. They have killers on their squad. They got ball handlers. They got space creators. It's a bunch. They got drivers, slashers, but they don't use it right.
So you ever seen this thing where you got all these pieces to the puzzle, and you keep saying, damn, this piece supposed to fit. Why ain't it fitting? Because you don't know how to make it fit. That's what I'm getting out of Villanova. You got all the pieces, but you just don't know how to make that one fit. Remove some of the others, and you'll see that the other one fit. Because Trey Alexander is a piece. Use the piece. Gracious.
I think, but see, that goes along with knowing your role. A lot of people, a lot of teams, especially in this league that we in, you know what I'm saying, a lot of mugs don't know their role. Like, you know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time, you ask anybody, I can go get this and go get that, but I'd rather play in my role to get the dub.
Right.
So it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just different.
I'm listening to you. I got to make sure I check my things because they driving me crazy. But I got to send a shout out to my guys, Mac, while we on the air. My man, Mr. DeMar Moore in the Blue Street, the Sandusky Blue Street. You better know it.
Got to.
Yeah, just keeping it 100. Send a shout out to Mr. Coach Moore, the real Coach Moore. DeMar, man. He got the streaks playing so well. They done won, 14 in a row, I believe it is. A big win the other night in Mansfield. Yep. You know, they did a big home game. They pulled it out against Perkins on a night where Daymar, I think, fouled. I believe he fouled out that game. But my man, what number? Jay Henley, but it was my man.
Number 30.
Number 30. Oh my goodness,
he was clipping that thing.
Oh my goodness,
yeah, he was clipping
I can't think of his name, but he was big time. And then of course Dalen was big time. But Mr. Kobe, oh my goodness, Kobe, you played one of the most outstanding games that I've seen you play all year. And that's another thing, Matt. Sandusky got about 4 or 5 ways to beat you, man, and it's scaring me because our record is in jeopardy, and I love it, man.
The difference is, like I said, he with bringing certain culture back to basketball, certain things like DeMar know one way to play.
Reading.
He grew up street ball. He bleed street ball. Come on, he wake up, everything is street ball.
Come on,
he
come
know
on now,
how
Matt. Come
he
on,
go.
Matt.
He know if you were street ball and you was in that joint and you was a part of Long Sock John Ferris, if you was a part of my man El Deshaun Nix, if you was a part of, I seen that.
Right.
Sometimes I look back, I remember being in 7th, 8th grade, pulling up to the game, trying to
remember me? You remember me, man? You remember me? Do you remember? Well, you don't remember me like
what you?
I was with the saying them. Just say you remember me so that people will be like.
But listen, hitting the 3, hey, corner ball, hey. No,
man, I was the no look pass king, dude.
Yeah, like you remember me? Come on, man.
You act like you don't remember me, man. Quit playing me.
I gotta remember you.
Quit playing me on the podcast.
I'm not trying to play. Listen,
man, quit doing that, man.
All I'm saying is, You know what it's like to walk into that SHS gym, smell the popcorn, and you will see sometimes Miss Roberta Collins rolling up.
Miss Roberta.
And then you go Johnny in that joint, and then you hear it's a little different, man. And
take his whistle. When I hear all that, I be hyped up, man.
Listen, I remember sitting in them stands watching Ronnie, Shank,
come on, man.
Brock, John, all them ones go
me?
crazy.
You remember me too now?
I got you. I remember you, man.
Okay.
Listen.
He remembered me.
Listen. Street ball is back. And shout out to DeMar Moore Jr. for being in the top Dirty 30.
Come on, man.
That's big time.
Yeah, big time.
That's big time. He's going to be an excellent college player.
Man, I would love,
he's going to be a excellent when he get his grown man. When he get his grown man,
come on, man,
and it get down.
I love his swag. Come on, man.
His shit gonna be different because
him and Dalen got a different.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Dalen and this Jay Henley. Ooh, Jay Henley. I can't say enough about you. The super sophomore. Man, I'm telling you what, he got a swag about him. When he walk in the room, it's like a cocky, like a Jay Reese and Addy type. He like, we gonna win this thing. And I'm telling you, man, the coaching job, like you touched on earlier, the coaching performance that DeMar, man, it is going overlooked, man, because I think they got to send a shout out to the coach, man. The coaches, man.
If I was in high school, this is what when I was in high school, we had another black coach, and this is what we thought our season should have been like. Even though we went all the way to section. No, we had Tyrone James.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like the Coach James.
So when we had this is what it reminded me of. 04. Like when we used to come into the gym, they knew what was up.
Man, them dudes be right.
They used to know what was up when we used to walk in.
When they run out, I love the whole thing. It's got this girl. She's doing these gymnastic backflips. Mm-hmm. You know, I used to do that too. You remember I used to do them
all the time. Halftime.
Yeah, I wasn't a cheerleader.
No. You just be on. You know what I mean? Run out there.
Yeah, I make my moves and lay up, and then I do the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They got the little girl, the little Aaron girl. She do 1,000 back. Then DeMar, the son, come on. He put on this little performance, and it's like. When they say it's Blue Streak time and Blue Streak basketball is back, I'm excited to be a fan. Like, I really enjoy watching the games,
that's
man.
How it be,
they done brought excitement back to Sandusky.
That's
man.
how it is, man. When you catch it, when you run out that joint, and then we run around and we split, and you come down the middle and you throw that ball up off the glass. Oh, boy, I used to love, because I knew I was the last one.
You was doing that?
Oh, yeah, let me get that.
See, I ain't never seen you do all that.
Let me get that. I was the last one. Let me get that. I remember being in that joint, and we was playing against Toledo Bowser. And we playing against them. Mm-hmm. And they was talking crazy, this, that, and the third. We get the tip.
They talk crazy.
Man, we get the tip. Boom, as soon as we get the tip. Because I never really started, but I started this game. I hated starting. I'd rather just come off the bench because it was fun. Right. But anyway, we get the tip. As soon as we get the tip, boom, the ball come. One dribble. Boom! Once that happened, it was over.
Right. The crowd going crazy.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I actually got a picture of it over there. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's not up there.
No, I don't see it.
No, it's not up there. I got a picture of it over here. Oh. It's of me of that exact dunk.
And see, and that's what I'm saying. The excitement is back in Sandusky, man. Please get out and watch the streets, man.
They deserve
the support and the respect. We haven't had this in a long time. We're looking forward to breaking our 22 straight game mark. Like, there's a lot that they can accomplish, and I'm rooting for the guys because, man, I'm telling you, it's been a long time. Like I keep saying, Mac, it's been a long time since I've been excited like this about Blue Streak basketball. Street ball is back, baby. DeMar got the street ball. It's jumping off, man. I'm excited. And then let's get right into it's that weekend. Well, my Cincinnati Bengals, I'm a Cowboy fan. But I had predicted Cincinnati to be in the big game at the end of the year. But, man.
Better send those refunds.
It's not Burrow, it's Arrowhead. That's what they told me. So I have to agree with that, man. You touched on something earlier, Mac, and you 100% right. This Patrick Mahomes guy, he's lights out, man.
That dude right there.
Just a different guy, man.
Like I said, he is in football what Brady used to be. Man, you never bet against Brady.
Come on, man.
For this guy to have a high ankle sprain. If anybody out there in the sports world know what an ankle sprain is, you rather break your shit than get a fucking sprain. Man, this dude was out there flipping the ball, throwing the ball, doing whatever he needed to do.
Mahomes.
That is hard to play with when your quarterback, right, the leader, the most important position on the field, is telling you that I'll run through a wall with you. And you got the other 10 motherfuckers to be like, all right, fuck it, let's just run through the wall. That's different, bro.
And that's crazy you touch on that, Mac, because that's the type of leader that I want. Mm-hmm. I want, and I like I say, I want leaders like you, where he can be vocal and my whole team spark up. DeMar, I can tell you something, you go out there and demonstrate it on the floor. Patrick Mahomes, I'm messed up, this and that. I'm not going to say, hey, it's over, get the bag up. I'm going to go out there and compete, and we going to win. See, when you got a heart like that in the faith system that I'm going to win, nobody can beat you when you have a belief system like that. And you know that, Matt. That's why I love leaders like that.
That's why
Mahomes is a leader.
And that's the crazy part, because Patrick Mahomes to the NFL is what Tim Tebow was to college football.
Come on, man. Back in the day, yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Nobody in their right mind would bet against that boy, Tim Tebow.
Yeah. So you would just not bet against KC.
So it's like it's hard to sit there. But on that other side, they got them motherfucking Eagles soaring.
Well,
and I don't know if Patrick Mahomes would do the same thing against the same brother.
Well, speak on it, brother.
I looked at the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm not even the biggest football fan.
You know I hate the Eagles.
I haven't seen this Eagles team this good since Donovan McNabb, Terrell Owens type. Maybe Michael Vick when he came in and did his little, you know what I mean? Where it was kind of. So if I take Donovan McNabb and kind of mix it with Michael Vick,
then we got Jalen. There you go. Now you talking, my brother.
So then it's kind of difficult when you look at Philly's offensive and defensive line and different things. But Kansas City got Andy Reid. Man, that's kind of tough.
So you got a coach that coach both sides.
And I've been there. And I've been there.
Is this a 2-year coach?
Yeah.
Or
2 or 3?
This is his first year?
No, this is his first year.
His first year in the playoffs. I mean, when you look at the
with a rookie quarterback,
I get a coaching to KC. I mean, and not taking nothing away from the Philly guy. I'm just thinking like this is his first year. So Andy Reid, you done been there. You know what it takes. You know the whole format of how the Super Bowl play out, how the weekend you're supposed to have. You got so the experience I'll give to KC. Patrick Mahomes, you've been there over Jalen Hurts. So it's all that experience I get at KC, but something is just telling me, Mac. I hate the Eagles, but I'm nervous about this one. I ain't gonna even touch the game because Philly ain't nothing to be playing with.
And
man.
That's what I'm saying. They are what we are to the league.
Come on,
well-rounded team.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you heard me.
Say that again, because
They are what we are to the league. A well-rounded team.
So you referring back to Norfolk?
You know that. Come on, man.
Keep on talking about Norfolk. I don't want to hear that jump. And Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes and them. You guys are Kansas is the Patrick Mahomes of this thing.
Okay.
When y'all get the pass in the ball, we somebody in trouble.
See?
That's
I like that.
There.
I like that.
Is the Patrick Mahomes.
I like that. I like that.
Now let me quit saying it because Mark Jr. gonna swear up and down I gave Kansas.
Here he go. Yep, here he go. You know how he is. No. But What I can say is I, like you, probably won't be betting on this game because I, like you, as a referee, are going to get caught up in the game. So I might...
Wait a minute, man. This like you throwing shots. Wait a minute, where did that go? You shoot that shit from the side of the... Shot all in the back. Pew, pew. Man, what that? See what I'm saying, man? You can't do nothing with it. But hey, all jokes aside, we got that covered. So for the Super Bowl, you saying you going with who? Are you even gonna pick anybody? Or you just gonna watch it, man?
You know what? For the sake, I'm gonna pick somebody, and I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes, man.
I hate y'all know Dallas fans. Y'all know I hate to say this, but I'm going Philly special, man. Throw me a Philly cheese stick. It sounds so good when I eat it. Mushrooms and all that cheese fall on my face. I'm gonna eat a nice old Philly special because I think Philly gonna do it. And I hate to say that being a Cowboys fan, but now let's go right into Mac.
Speaking of Cowboys,
we ain't gonna talk about that.
I hate Dak Prescott.
Trading for Aaron Rodgers, you should have been did that.
My God.
Why when they said Aaron Rodgers was open, you should have been hurried up.
He does not. He, as a quarterback, especially in the faith that I had as you were supposed to, because you know Dallas is the beloved team of football. He does not make the plays. You are a check down master. You don't have no scheme. You don't stretch the field. You don't
scare nobody.
No.
Who
you don't.
Scaring?
You don't run the. You don't. What? Patrick Mahomes on a hurt ankle ran for the fucking first down.
Come on, man. Big.
Dak Prescott wouldn't do that.
Significant. And it's big that you brought that up because that's what I'm saying when people say, Mark, you're crazy for wanting Aaron Rodgers or somebody else other than Dak. No, I'm not. I'm seeing the same similar things that you're saying, Mac. The game is on the line, dude. You throwing interceptions right in San Francisco territory, giving them points and taking points away from. We can't deal with that. Enough is enough, Jerry. Please go on and get him out there and get us Aaron Rodgers for the 3-4 years Aaron got left.
Man, my man Purdy look out.
Oh man, sure did. Man, now I think it's the direct reflection of the system in San Francisco, though. I mean, you throw any quarterback in there, I can't believe, But let's get right into this NCAA. Well, I mean the NBA. Sorry about that. The NBA.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Kyrie Irving. Oh my goodness, he's driving me crazy. You want out of Cleveland. You want out of Boston. Now you want out of Brooklyn. You land in Dallas. What's your expectations of Kyrie in Dallas? I mean,
Kyrie remind me of the boy who cried wolf.
Oh,
the boy done said it so many times, I don't believe you. You done told every team you gonna stay. You told every team this was a dream since you was a boy.
Oh.
You done told every team all of the
I can be accountable.
Right? I could do this, I could do that. But the only difference that I give you in this net shit is the fact of you didn't do shit and they made you do all that shit. So fuck the Nets. I would have told them motherfuckers fuck you too. I would have went out there. I would have played. What you should have did, Kyrie, was drop 50. And after the game, right at the press conference, after you dropped 50, you should have stayed in at Boston, went to the press conference, and after the game, you should have demanded a trade right there on national TV. Because what you did was make a post, and they made you strip down as a man and as a businessman and make you have to pay and do all this shit and lose all this fucking money.
Come on,
so
man.
Fuck them for you telling them like right after that, yeah, fuck y'all plans. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Trade me. Because y'all niggas traded me to Dallas because you didn't want me to go to LA.
Exactly.
But joke's on you, fuckers. I'm gonna play here, and as soon as I'm done at this motherfucker, I posted this yesterday. Kyrie is practicing in Dallas to play for LA.
Yeah, I believe so too. I mean, if you just look at the overall thing, once again, if you're familiar with Dallas, if you see how the way they played, last year they had the Bronson boy that went to New York. Now you bring in Kyrie, and they're similar, but I think he's like Bronson on steroids. We all know that Kyrie can play.
If Kyrie was 6'6", he'd be the best player in the league.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. I agree with that. But what I am today, as a GM, say I was a GM, my thing is accountability and trust. Can I trust that C-Mac's going to show up and him and Jay Reese and Fatty's going to give me 100%? Or do I got to, hey, Jay Reese, is you playing this week? C-Mac, are you? And that's what I'm getting from Kyrie. It's like you got to almost baby a man. And it's driving me crazy because there's no way that we should be still babying men. And that goes for the league too. There's no way that we should have to baby men. Come on, man. Kyrie, you're a baby to me, man. And it's driving me crazy,
and that part I do agree with you with, because it's like, bro, y'all tell us, and I'm only speaking from a fan's perspective, because I haven't made it to that tier of basketball. So I'm only speaking from a fan's perspective.
Gotcha.
You tell us that you just want to play basketball, right? We get you put yourself in a situation because your God-given talents and your hard work in a situation to play basketball. You get there, now it's not that, it's not the right type of basketball, or it's not this, or it's not that, or it's not this. It's always something. Same thing with Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You get there.
I love Durant now.
Yeah, but Durant was the same way.
Yeah, crazy.
You in OKC wasn't man enough to tell Russell Westbrook, hey, my nigga, chill out. Yeah. I'm the captain now. This is what we gonna do. If you don't like it, hey, we can get this nigga up out of here. Right. No, you chose to leave. Russell Westbrook went on to lead the league for 5 to 6 years, triple doubles. You won a championship. How do I like it? I like Russell's career more than Kevin Durant's career.
Right.
And not because that, but because Kevin Durant, you wasn't man enough to step up and say, hey, GM, I'm the man on the team, right? You know I'm the man on the team. I'll come to you. And you like, hey, what's going on? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Things ain't moving right.
Right.
This is what I think we should make this happen in order to get a championship.
Right.
You didn't do that. You slid. Russell stayed. They put all their beloved trust and everything in Russell. He brought them as close as he could. Kevin Durant, you went on. Now you on your third team. You on your tour now. So now you get with Kyrie. That shit go on. You wasn't the most supportive.
Right.
Let's be real. Behind the scenes, KD on the line talking about everything.
Yeah.
Nigga, shut the fuck up when it came to that Jewish shit.
Right. And and I agree with you, because there's a lot of things that, you know, I can kind of question KD on, but, you know, with him being my favorite player, I have to, you know, take that out of the perspective and just be biased on the whole situation. But I feel like this. KD, you should have stayed with the Golden State. Once you make a move like that, you know, the whole world talking about you. So if you're going to leave a legacy, you have to leave it there where you done won multiple championships, and now I got a chance to be a dynasty. You know, why would I leave that for somebody that I've seen? Yeah, me and Kyrie, we friends, but I see that over the course of our friendship, come on, man, it's always been some type of shakiness going on with you. And then I already know what they saying about me, like you touched on earlier. I left Russell Westbrook, so the best thing for me to do is just stay here and go to state, win so many championships, as many as I can, and build a legacy. You know, because at the end of the day, I mean,
now you
can't win no more. You ain't winning nothing in the East.
And I don't think. Not with what he got over there. Not with what they got over there.
Boston, Milwaukee, even the Cavs.
That's what I'm saying. Boston is probably
Philly.
Boston to me is the best team in NBA.
In the NBA, I agree with that. When healthy, they look like the best team
in NBA. And I'm looking past regular season. It's certain teams that you look straight playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're one of them.
And they probably be one. Yeah. I'm looking at to say, like, all right, I ain't worried about them. My biggest disappointment right now, as far as in the NBA right now, getting off of Kyrie to going to Dallas, just to touch on that real quick, I really don't see, like I said, it's practice for him. They're going to go there. I see why. Because Luka is basically LeBron. Just a slower version, because he can do pretty much everything. He can shoot, he can dribble.
But he ain't no.
I mean, you know what I mean. When I say LeBron,
clean it up now.
Yeah, when I say LeBron, I'm talking about the the fact of the matter of being 6'9", 200 something plus pounds.
Okay, in that
being
aspect.
able to control the game the way every team LeBron's been on, the ball has been in his hands.
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
Majority of the time.
Yeah, that's Luka.
Look at Luka's career.
Yeah.
The ball is in his hands majority of the time. This is the reason why I said Kyrie is practicing for LeBron.
Yeah, because that's not.
That is exactly what's going to happen. Luka's going to be there. Kyrie is at his most dominant when in the fourth quarter, late in all the quarters. So what happened when Kyrie was with Bron? LeBron killed all the quarters except for the last 3 minutes of every quarter. And when they were in the game, he would give the ball to Kyrie. Kyrie would conform and score between 6 to 8 points every quarter in that moment.
Yeah.
Then I get you in the fourth quarter, and 2016 happened. I win a championship. Mm-hmm. I do all the dirty work, but I got us to this point.
Right.
I did all of this to get us to this point. Now I need one time somebody come through. Kyrie come through, championship. You the best guard. He the best championship. Cleveland go crazy. But with the league is so close. The Golden State Warriors, defending champions, who just lost Steph Curry, probably for about a month to 2 months now.
A little bit after the All-Star.
So they only won 25 games. The Lakers won 25 games. Like the Lakers, which remind me, like when I was looking at this, I was looking at 10, 9, 8. So as I was looking at this, they got the Lakers right here at 10, right?
Right.
The Lakers at 10, they won 25 games.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got the Blazers, 25.
Right.
Like, then
you got some good quality teams right bunched together.
But then you look at 8, 9, you look at 8, 7, 6, they all won 29 games, 27 games. Like, so the West is close. The NBA,
it's wide open.
After the All-Star break, whichever team in the East or the West catches fire is probably going to make that run could be up there. They're a 5 to 6 game winning streak away from being the number one team in the East or the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I right now, if I had to pick two potential matchups for the NBA Finals, I have to say a heavy potential matchup is, of course, the Boston Celtics. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I'm really looking at this team, the Denver Nuggets. Mm-hmm. Nobody's talking about them, but they're number one. That's a potential matchup because Joker is hungry and he's got the surrounding cast around him now to make a little noise out west. And like we all know, the West is wild and is wide open. So my expectations out the West is anybody can come out there. We all know what Golden State can do. So those are two potential matchups because I'm looking at Golden State, they get in the playoffs. Maybe they can make it. But I feel Boston in the East is a heavy favorite. I mean, I'm just looking at them like maybe potentially Philly because of the James Harden and the Embiid thing, or maybe because of the Giannis factor. If Middleton is healthy. But overall, I'm going with I gotta go with the Celtics, man. I just love the way they played together as a whole team healthy.
I see the Celtics. I'm gonna follow you up with that and say the Celtics a heavy favorite, but my number 2 right behind them is a healthy ass Bucks team. A healthy ass Bucks team. But
don't sleep on the Cavs.
I'm not gonna sleep on the Cavs, but it depends on how Philly plays. And I know that sounds weird, but the reason why I say that is because James Harden has to come through and Donovan Mitchell has to come through. Yeah. I know a lot of people have been psyched about the Cavs and this, that, but the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell has been on a downgrade ever since the 71-point game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a terrible scope because I've been betting on that nigga. He barely, you know what I'm saying? They betting. He's barely getting over 23 points a game. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? My man can't get on. It's sad. It's crazy. But Philly, Joel Embiid, James Harden scares me. Like last night, he had 12 points, 14 assists.
I love that James.
I don't like that James. I like you can get 12 assists and 7 rebounds, but you can get 15 and 20.
Yeah,
I need you to be there.
Yeah, and if y'all gonna have title hopes.
Yeah.
James Harden's got. I agree with you, Matt.
Yeah.
James Harden's got to average anywhere from the neighborhood of 15 to 22 points with the 13 double-digit assists for Philly to be a real factor in the playoffs. I agree with you.
And then that'll spark Joel Embiid because he's a walking double-double. He reminds me of
Tim Duncan.
No, he reminds me him and Joker.
Yeah.
Because Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Joker gets more triple doubles when Jamal Murray is healthy.
Yeah, and I like Philly because I think that if right behind Boston, if I had to go with the team, just because of the big man factor in Harden
and a complete team wise,
them and Milwaukee would be my 2 second picks, and because Milwaukee's done been there. But yeah, that about wraps it up for Sports Mania. Anything that you guys have questions about, feel free to hit me or Mac up, and we'll answer them for you on our next edition. Look forward to us next Monday, same time, same place, baby.
Same bat time, same black place. We out this thing, man.
Kansas. Hey, Jayhawks. Norfolk. Better watch them Hoyas. All right, I like that, man.
Yes, sir.
So you'll be able to